This video series is gonna be a little bit different than past videos. We're getting ready to, for the next 30 days, for the first half of it, we're gonna do the Route 66 drive. We're starting in St. Louis though, we're not gonna go all the way to Chicago. And then from there, we're gonna come back through Utah and hit the Big Five. So we have made it out of St. Louis City. We are at our first stop. We're gonna go in and visit this little gift shop visitor center for a few minutes, and then we're gonna get back on the road. So Merrimack Caverns were really cool, but the shortest tour they had was an 80-minute tour, and it's a pretty hot day out today, and we just didn't feel comfortable leaving the dog in the car.
He's accustomed to air conditioning.
I think this is pretty self-explanatory. So I think we kind of just proved how introverted we are in the freak show. They have a circus sideshow museum here, and we were pure awkward with that lady.
Kitty! Yeah, that was uncomfortable for everybody.
It really was. On the road we go. Two states down, 9 states to go on this trip. So we just tried going to the museums in Joplin, Missouri at Schiffer-Decker Park. So there's a whole museum complex here that has 3 or 4 different types of museums, but today is Sunday and they are closed on Sundays and Mondays. So I guess today being a Sunday, driving through Oklahoma, it seems like most everything, museums and stuff's gonna be closed. So today might just be just a driving day, seeing the sights, seeing the world's largest crayon and Coke bottle and all of those things that we drove right past and didn't see until we were driving past them because we were going, oh, I think that was it. So I guess we'll get back on the road and keep driving though. Our goal for today was Tulsa. So it has been an extremely productive day 2. We've made it through Kansas into Oklahoma, and we're actually in just outside of Oklahoma City, so we made it quite a bit farther than we were expecting. We are at Arcadia Lake State Park. which is a pretty nice little park. We just wanted electricity so we could have air conditioning tonight. Not gonna lie, it's a little bit toasty down here, and we decided it's about time to dump the tanks and everything. Overall, we didn't get as much footage as we would have liked to. Our main camera's batteries, all of them were dead, so we charged them during the trip. So we're gonna charge everything up tonight, hopefully be able to get some footage tomorrow of what we do. So we have made it to downtown Oklahoma City, to Bricktown specifically. So we're gonna go tour to see what Oklahoma City has. This is our first stop in a major city where we're actually just gonna walk around for a couple hours and tour the place. This place is so freaking cool. So Caitlin found this. We're in downtown Oklahoma City at Bricktown. I don't know, the signs are saying Bricktown Lower. I think it's just called Bricktown though. There's this whole little canal, and you can do these canal tours on these duck boats. And there's tons of little bars and restaurants and stuff.
I don't know if I call them little, some of them are pretty large.
Yeah, in fact, I feel like this is Sonic headquarters. I don't know if it actually is or not, but I don't see any reason you'd ever have a Sonic that looks like that. But this place is really, really cool. So if you're ever in Oklahoma City area, go down to Bricktown. It's been probably a 1.5 mile walk. We parked down by the Bass Pro Shop. So that place was really neat, and it's really windy out here. Hopefully you can hear us. So the main theme of that place was actually the life of Thomas Stafford. After you got through that part of the museum, then there was just a flight museum on the history of flight. Found out, unfortunately, while we were inside, that it is pet friendly. So even though we left Dale, who was currently barking at us, in our camper, there were a couple dogs in there walking around. So if you come to the Stafford Air and Space Museum in Weatherford, Oklahoma, know that you can bring your dogs inside. It is officially day 4 of our trip. We're going to clean up. We're in Elk City, Oklahoma. We are going to go to the Route 66 National Museum and then try to make it to Amarillo today. Building 1 is the Transportation Museum and Gift Shop.
Let's start at 2 and then do 1 at the end.
Okay.
So we go gift shop last.
So okay, that makes sense. So we'll do 2 is Route 66 Museum, 3 is Doctor's Office, Red Rock School. So the only actual Route 66 museum
is this one.
Is number 2 that we're at. The rest of them are Old Town Elk City. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, let's start in 2 then. So we just finished the Route 66 museum, and the talking speakers were a nice touch. They were pretty neat. They have these neat speakers that have a PIR sensor up above, and when you walk under them,
66 Oil Company is based in Bartlesville, a few miles north of Tulsa.
But it would have been really nice if they had something that explained what everything is. Like, there was a ton of different things, and there were signs that said this car was on donation from this person and stuff, but there was nothing explaining what things really were. And so it was just, you're walking through and you're just seeing the stuff, not really knowing what it is. So this is one of my dumb moments that I'm just gonna admit to everyone. It literally just occurred to me the purpose of windmills, even though what they do is in their name. But whenever I was looking at all of these windmills back here, I realized that the purpose of the windmill is to turn a grinding bit at the bottom and actually mill stuff, such as corn. So that was a really nice little museum, and it was really cheap. It was, I think, $5 each.
Yep.
So we are at Palo Duro Canyon State Park, just south of Amarillo, Texas. Apparently this Palo Duro Canyon is the second largest canyon in the US next to the Grand Canyon. Now it does cost $8 per person to come down into here, so it's not free. But we're gonna be super bummy today, and since we had to pay to get in, there's multiple campgrounds down here. We're going ahead and filling up our tanks and dumping, and we showered before we filled up our tanks, so we're getting a full shower, fill up, and dump for that fee of $16 to get in. We also did a half of a hike. There was a hike called the Lighthouse Hike. There's tons of trails down here. It's absolutely beautiful down here. If you're in the Amarillo area, like if you live in the Amarillo area, I'd recommend making it a day